Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mani Maniac. Today I'm just doing an acrylic overlay. So I'm just grabbing a bead here, and you see I wait a few seconds just to give it a second to set. If I put it straight onto my nail, it's just going to go everywhere. This helps it give it 2 minutes, so when I do set it down, it's a little bit more slow moving. Today I'm using Young Nails Cover Blush and the Young Nails liquid. This brush that I'm using is a size 12 from Glitter Planet UK, and I love it. It's so pretty with the glitter floating around in it. Yay! So I just wanted to show you real quick. I'm just doing a quick overlay on my nails. I didn't want to do extensions because my mom and I are doing a lot of work on her house while we're in quarantine. So we've been painting and replacing like air conditioning ducts and all kinds of stuff that is not relevant to this channel. But anyway, so I just wanted to do a quick overlay just to give my nails some strength. I know I've told you guys before, if you've watched my channel, that I have very weak, thin, natural nails. And so they peel and all kinds of stuff, and I really hate it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put an overlay on just for strength for me. I did already prep my nails, and I put down a clear base as well previously, again, just to kind of protect my nails until I had time to do this. So you can see I'm just going back here and adding a couple real small beads just to cover some areas that didn't quite get enough acrylic. And don't be afraid to go back in and make sure that you've got what you need, because the worst thing is if you file it all and it's ready to go, and then you're like, gosh, that area is just too thin. You have to go back and start all over again. So it's, better to just, fix it, and then you can move on. So you can see I am taking care to get very tight and close into my cuticles as I'm letting that bead kind of flow down my nail. First thing I do is make sure those cuticles are nice and tight. And so, if this was a longer nail, I probably would be doing it in 2 beads, just because I don't want to have to fuss about getting things all the way down my nail if I had extended my nail, my nail, um, and then worrying about whether or not I got the cuticle on right and all that kind of stuff. So, um, this is also really good practice. So if you are new to nails, sometimes I do overlays just to kind of, have a little practice go and get everything. It never hurts to keep the basics going, even when you are doing other things on a regular basis. So you can see I'm looking down the barrel of my nail here, and I want to make sure that the acrylic is even on both sides. You could see it was kind of a little bit thicker on the one side. So I'm just kind of spreading this out so I can just evenly even it out and make sure that I have enough acrylic on my nail and that is nice and even from left to right as well. Um, with this, I'm not really super worried about um, an apex because I'm not extending my nail. It's a natural nail length. I don't need a ton of extra strength like I would if I had a longer nail. Then I would be a lot more concerned with getting an apex in the right spot and making sure that I have enough strength to support a longer nail, because the longer your nail is, obviously, the more extra strength you need there. So see, I'm just smoothing it out, making sure that it's smooth, not just along the cuticle edge, but also along that sidewall edge. So you just want to be careful that you don't make any big ledges. When you're first starting out, it happens sometimes. You can file it, it's fine. But the more you practice, the better you will get at making sure everything is tucked in where it needs to be. And um, you do run the risk, if it's really high and ledgy and you have to do a ton of filing, you do kind of run the risk of causing lifting on yourself or on your client if you are doing nails on someone else. So you do want to be careful to not make that too pronounced, because the more you have to file, the more the shaking kind of can loosen that bond that the acrylic has with the nail. And so you want to be really careful to, get that as perfect as you can on the first go. And even if if you are starting out, don't be afraid. Even on a nails this short, if you need to take it in two beads, do it in two beads. It's fine, no, the end result is what really matters. And until you get the basics down, you're not in competition with anyone. So, I know when I started, I was like really wanted to, do nail art and fun things and ombres. And, I still need to practice those things because I am by no means a master. I mean, I've only been doing nails for a little over a year. So, I definitely am still in this practice mode. And so that's part of the reason why I love, I definitely do my own nails. Because not only do I want clients to see what I have on myself, but it's good practice. It's good practice even on yourself. It is a little more awkward, but take the time to practice and get the basics down. And just remember, you're not in competition. There's clients for everyone. If you just do your nails for fun at home, then you're definitely not in competition, except with yourself on the last set that you did. And other than that, don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do. I really love Tracy from Young Nail. She's the general manager. She always says, a good nail tech knows when they've made a mistake and how to fix it. And that's really the biggest challenge. Other than that, don't be afraid to say, oh, hey, this doesn't look right, or this isn't thick enough before you put everything away. Because if you try and fake it and you get down to that layer and then there's not enough acrylic and then you're starting over, like I said, it's not good. So heed Tracy's word. All right, so I'm just going to put this stuff away here. All right, so I'm zooming in for you guys. So you can see I'm going to go ahead and apply our top coat now. This is Young Nail's Finish Gel. This is a no wipe top coat and it is made out of hard gel. So this is not something you would use on the natural nail, but I love it. It's probably my favorite top coat. Like of all top coats. First of all, it's no wipe, so I don't have to worry about a dispersion layer, and it just is so shiny and it stays shiny. Um, so I absolutely love it. So you can see here when I am top coating, I'm just starting kind of towards the bottom, and then I place my brush up near the cuticle and push a little tiny ball of the top coat up into the cuticle area. If I go in there with a bunch on the end of my brush and just try painting it on, it's going to flood my cuticles and then it'll just be all wonky looking. I love Young Nails Cover Blush. It is just the most beautiful, soft pink with the super fine, beautiful glitter in it. And it's so great. It's so great to work with. Um, it's great for if you're doing French, if you're doing ombre, like a baby boomer, so a French ombre. Um, Anything. I mean, I love this color. I have a couple clients who just wear this as like their set and just a top coat on it. That's how much they love it. So I did file in between there, so um, it's hard to file on camera. And then I cured for 2 minutes. The finished gel, you can cure it in 60 seconds. Usually it's fine, but it just does have a really nice high shine. I like to give it 2 minutes just to make sure that it is super shiny. And I mean, just look at how good it looks. It's so pretty. Go ahead and do my other hand, which I had previously overlaid before doing this video. I am on Instagram, the _Mani_Maniac. If you do have any comments, questions, or anything you'd like to see, hit me up in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell for notifications. And thanks so much for being here today. We'll catch you next time on the Mani Maniac.